welcome back to Model Kit Stuff. Today's video is a standalone video and we're going to have a look at power tool use for plastic model kit building. Now, over the many years I've been building models, I've had several power tools, and in fact I have quite a collection of power tools because I build wooden model ships as well. I have circular saws, sanders, all sorts of lathes and bits and pieces. The reality when we come to plastic modelling is that you can do all tasks that you need plastic modelling with hand tools, and you don't really need power tools most of the time. What power tools do is they give you a level of precision when you've got large repetitive jobs, and they can also speed up jobs as well. And from time to time, if you're working on big kits like some of the larger scale ships, they can give you the advantage of being able to get in and do certain tasks that would be more difficult with hand tools. There's nothing you can't do with a hand tool, but the power tool can sometimes just give you a bit of edge and speed up a process. So let's start with my basic drill. So this is the FBS 12E, which is a Proxxon, and it's described as precision drill and grinder. Now, when I started out in power tools, I started with a Dremel. It was the market leader, probably still is the market leader, I'd imagine. And it was cordless and had a power pack, and I got a little bit fed up with it running out of power every time I wanted to use it. So I then bought a second drill, which came in a fancy box with lots and lots of various different cutting tools, and a stand you could hang it from and bits and pieces like that. Both of those have died on me, so I then replaced it with the Proxxon, and this one is a plug-in version, and I never have a problem with it running out of battery. I never have a problem with access, and we'll come to that in a minute with the setup that I use. And I've had this now twice as long as I've had any other power tool, and it just keeps going, and it's a brilliant tool. So I swear by this brand, and everything you're going to see in this video today is also by this brand. And I'll just point out at this stage, you know, I have no affiliation with Proxxon. I just like their tools. One of the advantages of this this tool is it's got a nice soft touch area for holding it, and it's quite comfortable to hold. It's also very quiet, even at higher speeds. That's the slowest speed. Generally, for plastic modelling, you'll always have it on the lowest speed to keep everything as cool as possible. Okay, so that comes, it's a 12 volt tool. It works really well. It has a 3-point chuck, which is keyless, and it'll go and do a range of drill bits or tools that my hand drills won't go to. So that's what we start with. So the next thing that we added to the power tool setup for plastic modelling is a drill stand. So this is the Micromot MB 200 drill stand. And what you can do is you can take your power tool and you can mount it in there like so, and it gives you a drill press. It's totally adjustable at the stand. You can swing it around as well. It has on the side here, it has a stop, so you can stop the depth that you want it to drill to, so that's fully adjustable. On the base here, it has a little sliding device there, so you can hold pieces up against it and drill. You can adjust this down, so when you're drill pressing, you're drilling to the depth that you want, depending on what you've got underneath. It also gives you the ability to move this part of the assembly as well. Sorry, that's gone out of. So we can also move this as well. So what that does is that it then transforms your drill from being just a drill to being able to do other tasks. So I can put a sanding tool in, for example. Let's just do that and show you. Do it the other way, it'd be helpful. So then I've got a sanding machine. I can put a cutter in, I can put grinders in, I can put milling tools in, and I can do all sorts with it. So it becomes much more flexible. Probably in this angle, like this, I probably use the sanding the most, but it's really flexible. So the next thing that we then want to add, so the next item that we want to add to the assembly is a compound table. So this is the KT70 micro compound table, which is designed to go with the drill stand, and it comes with a set of step clamps. So they go in here, set against the and this clamps down the tool, and it's totally adjustable within this table. And basically they just slide in and out and then lock into place. Now what the compound table does is it's manually movable in two directions, so I can move it backwards and forwards and I can move it left and right, and it attaches through some screws onto the drill base. So let's attach that so you can see what that looks like. So there we have the compound table added onto the drill base. So it simply attaches by 4 screws. It's easy to take off, but I generally leave it on as a permanent fixture. And then what this does is it allows you to do precision work. So if, for example, you're milling out the inside of a part, you can move the part along very gently whilst keeping the drill in a set position. It's also really handy if you're rifling out things like gun barrels. You can do one, move it along, do the next, move it along, and you know that you've gone straight down and everything's precise. So it gives you a level of accuracy that you won't get if you're just holding the tool and trying to hold the part and hold the tool, or you've got the thing in a clamp. It's still not as guaranteed to be as accurate, because your hand can move without you realising it. But if you've got the tool mounted and you've got everything set up so that you know that all you've got to do is press it down, and you know you've got the job absolutely right, that the setup time doesn't overtake the time you're saving by using the tool. So that makes things really handy, but to make it even more flexible, what we also add is a little machine vise. So this machine vise is designed to go on there. it attaches with 2 screws, and these little square things slide in there. So this slides in that way round or that way round, whichever ways is suiting the job. It has a little V cut into it, so it'll hold circular items as well. So that makes quite a difference. So this is called the MS4 machine vise, and it's designed to work with the compound table. And obviously you can mount it anywhere in there. There's also a V cut in here, so it'll hold tube if you're wanting to drill holes in tube. It's very easy to adjust. It's not a difficult piece of kit. So that adds a lot of flexibility to this. And generally, as a tool setup, this is all you will ever need from a drill press for drilling, sanding, milling. It will do all of your jobs. However, there is one more thing that we need to add to make this the ultimate machine setup, power tool setup for plastic modelling. So let's have a look at that. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to add to give us the ultimate power tool setup for all of your plastic modelling needs is a flexi shaft. And a flexi shaft is exactly what it says. It's a length of cord with this pen on the end. And the pen gives us a lot of flexibility. So if you're doing handheld work, this is much better than holding the drill itself. Firstly, it's a lot lighter, so you don't get fatigue on big jobs. It's a lot thinner, so the body of the drill isn't getting in the way, so you can see what you're doing a lot better. And this basically attaches to the drill. This end here attaches into your drill, and that allows you to be powered by the drill. So, and you've got quite a bit of length on it, as you can see. Now, there's 2 versions of this. There's a 110p which comes with collets, or this one is the 110BF, which comes with a 3-way quick action chuck. So basically how it works is there's a little hole in there which will lock the chuck in place. You put your item in eventually. Take that out, always remember to take that out, otherwise you'll break your tool, and away you go. So let's attach that to the drill and see what that looks like. You can see we've attached the flexi shaft to the drill. The drill's held in the drill press, so that it's nicely out of the way and we're not dragging it across the table or anything like that. And then we can simply, if I switch the plug on, so it's a little noisier than the drill on its own, but it gives you total flexibility. So drilling out portholes, not a problem. It allows me to get into all sorts of places that I couldn't get if I was having to hold this. So yeah, so there you have it. That's my view of the ultimate power tool setup for plastic model kit building. There is nothing else you'll ever need for plastic models, I don't believe. You can mill, you can use it as a lathe, you can use it for drilling, you can use it for sanding, you can use it for cutting. You have the flexibility of getting in with a flexible handheld device. You've got precision milling and drilling. It's totally adjustable, it's totally flexible, and with this setup you'll never need to get anything else. So I guess the last thing we should talk about here is cost. Okay, so the whole thing is probably going to set you back around about £260, which I know sounds like a lot of money, but this stuff will last you a lifetime. The drill itself, the power tool itself, should retail for around about £42 currently. That's Great British pounds. The vise is £16. The drill stand is the most expensive item at £90. The compound table is around about £80, and the flexi shaft is around about £33. And you can buy these in stages, and the drill comes with a hang hook there, so you could actually hang this up, add the flexi shaft, and you've got yourself a really flexible drill and milling device there for what, under £100, 40, 50, 60, 70, £75 maybe. You might be able to do a deal if you're buying all these things together at the same time. But yeah, what my experience is, these tools have all been designed with the model engineer and hobbyist in mind, and designed for long life. So they use high quality materials in the construction of the tools, and they've really thought about what they want to do. And there's a lot of cheaper stuff out there which are basically copies of what Proxxon have brought to the market. And for my money, if you buy a bit cheaper, you end up buying twice, which was my experience previously, power tools. Whereas these tools, if you look after them, just keep on going. Okay, so there you have it. That's my view on the ultimate power tool setup for plastic modelling. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon.